My name is Farashte, and I'm a director here at Techstars for our Founder Catalyst program. I'm excited to kick things off for today, and our event is really crafted to celebrate the growth and journey of our cohort of founders. For anyone who's just joining us and has just found out more about Founder Catalyst, I'm pleased to share with you that Founder Catalyst is a pre-accelerator program that we run over 10 weeks to bring education, mentorship, and our network in support of early stage founders. We do this by working with partners who are committed to developing and supporting founders and ecosystems in meaningful ways. And today's event is a culmination of that program in Miami, which would not have been possible without our amazing partners at JP Morgan. A special shout out goes out to the Women on the Move team, Sam, Lauren, Anna, Charlotte, and your teammates, as well as the Advancing Hispanics and Latinos team, Silvana, William, David, and your teammates. Thank you all for your partnership and collaboration over these last few months. It has been an absolute pleasure working with you throughout this program. A shout out also goes out to the numerous mentors and speakers that participated in the program. Your insights are absolutely invaluable. Thank you for making the time to be with us and for sharing your expertise with this cohort. I know many of them have had aha moments thanks to interactions with you. And of course, a big note of gratitude goes out to my team, Katie, Talisha, Hannah, Neil, Cheryl, Lucia. Thank you all for your partnership, your hard work, and all of our Zoom calls to make this program a success. I cannot wait to do it all over again with you. And last but not least, to the founders. You're absolutely inspiring. You have accomplished so much in such a short time. You pushed through so many challenges and supported one another along the way. You even pulled through when a major hurricane hit Florida right in the middle of the program. Well done. We're so proud of all of you, and it has been a privilege to be part of your journey. We cannot wait to see what you all do going forward. So let's get this showcase started. You're going to hear from JP Morgan, and then we're going to go jump into the founder pitches. Throughout the program, you'll see a quick poll pop up on screen. We'd appreciate if you could click through it. And then once you've heard everybody's pitches, we'll gather into different breakout rooms so that you can get to meet with the founders themselves live. And with that, I'm pleased to turn it over to Silvana, our partner and head of the Advancing Hispanics and Latinos at JP Morgan.
Thank you to our amazing partners at Techstars for allowing me to join the conclusion of the Founder Catalyst program in Miami. And congratulations to all of the participants. My name is Silvana Montenegro, and I am the Global Head of Advancing Hispanics and Latinos at JP Morgan Chase, a diversity, equity, and inclusion organization designed to help strengthen the economic foundation of our communities. In this role, I also have the privilege to expand opportunities for women and Latina-owned businesses through specific programming with Women on the Move, our firm-wide initiative supporting women-owned businesses, women's financial health, and career growth. Today, we celebrate the commitment and resilience of women entrepreneurs to growing while overcoming challenges to achieve their goals. Women-owned and enterprises continue to be underfunded. As of last year, women received only 2% of venture capital in the US. That's why it is so critical to support them at the earliest stages of their business journey. Through Techstars Founder Catalyst program, we're helping address these issues by bridging the gap for founders who have historically been overlooked and underestimated. We've already seen amazing results and wins from the 40 women who have participated in our first 2 cohorts in Atlanta and DC, and are super excited to hear from Miami founders today. We're proud to have been part of this effort and hope you've been armed with the tools, resources, and connections you need to take your business to the next level. At JP Morgan Chase, we're committed to opening up more opportunities for founders to grow their companies through this initiative and hope our firm can continue to support you in that journey. I'd also like to extend my appreciation to your friends, family, JP Morgan Chase colleagues, investors, and Techstars partners who made today possible. Thank you again for all that you have done, and congratulations to all of the participants. I'm looking forward to hearing more about each one of your companies and the important challenges that you are tackling. Gracias, obrigada, thank you.
Have you ever felt the need to be in two places at once? Yeah? Well, try being a realtor. My name is Nadia Davis, and I am the daughter of a real estate broker. Over the past 20 years, I cannot tell you how many times my father has missed important events, family gatherings, or even after school pickup because of his work. Realtors struggle with work-life balance. According to the National Association of Realtors, half of U.S. realtors are working up to 80 hours per week and are spending at least a quarter of that time just showing properties. In fact, some realtors today now hire what's called a showing assistant or another licensed agent that can show properties on their behalf. The challenge, however, is not every agent needs a full-time showing assistant. So in these situations, they're left either asking a colleague or sacrificing their personal time to show properties like my dad. So we created Show Agents, an app-based on-demand staffing solution for realtors that connects them to local licensed showing assistants when they need it. A realtor seeking support goes onto the platform to reserve a showing assistant for their upcoming appointment. During the appointment, the realtor receives real-time appointment notifications and has a direct line of communication to the showing assistant on site. This is then followed by immediate feedback reports that are delivered to the realtor at the conclusion of the appointment so they know how to take the appropriate next steps with their client. Our biggest differentiators are our no solicitation commitment and proprietary training. Our showing assistants only show properties, and that's because we tap into a pool of people who have their license but are not active in the industry, and then vet, train, and develop them into top showing assistants that are more than capable of representing that realtor. Now, we have pay-per-use and subscription models for individual realtors. However, ultimately, our go-to-market strategy involves going directly to brokers and offering them a team subscription that they can use to attract and retain top talent. And the market for this is huge. There are over 3 million realtors across the US, equivalent to a $1.1 billion total addressable market. And we're currently based in South Florida, where the 100,000 realtors here is equivalent to a nearly $38 million total addressable market. Thus far, we've been bootstrapped and launched our website MVP back in January of last year. We had about 25 realtors using the service from the likes of the brokerages listed here, but because they were consistently booking with us, we completed 300 appointments. To date, we have about 50 realtors using the service and have generated over $25,000 in revenue. I invite you to help us to continue to bridge that work-life balance gap for realtors by connecting us to strategic partnerships with industry leaders, brokerages, and affiliate service providers. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Nadia Davis, and this is Show Agents.
I'm Alex McGarity, founder of Lightly, revolutionizing online dating. There's a lot of lonely, busy people out there in their 30s and 50s that don't have time for dating apps, but want to find love. The fake profile photos, the random uncomfortable meetups, it's hard and it can be extremely disappointing. What if I told you there's a dating app out there where you can get to know someone without actually meeting them? And then when you do decide to meet them, it can be on something you actually like to do. That sounds a hell of a lot less awkward than meeting at a bar. Lightly wants to create a more comfortable and organic way to connect. Users create a profile intro video uploaded through the app answering questions about themselves that we provide. This eliminates the idea of catfishing or fake profile photos and removes the pressure of having to come up with a convincible bio, giving users a glimpse of that person and making it easier to start a conversation. Then when the user is ready to connect, Lightly data matches through common interests, allowing individuals to meet on those same activities, creating a natural icebreaker, making the whole dating struggle more enjoyable. We're starting with a freemium model. Once we grow our user base, we'll move over to our in-app purchase and subscription-based revenue model, starting at around $9.99 a month. In our MVP stage, with little marketing, Lightly gained 1,500 users in our first 2 months and continues to grow organically. The online dating industry is ever growing and set to hit the $3 billion mark in the next 2 years. With 45 million dating app users in the US alone and 2 million users in our target market of Miami, it really gives Lightly the opportunity to have the success it needs and thrive. We want to grow Lightly's community and really hit the ground running, with street marketing and sponsored happy hours in the Miami and South Florida area, and eventually expanding to other major cities. Let's be honest, there's a lot of other dating apps out there, but the majority of them are either hookup-based, geared towards younger users, or require major dedication with the hopes of marriage. Lightly's intro video approach removes the pressure and brings back the fun into dating, hence the name Lightly. So far, Lightly has been self-funded, and the goal is to start reaching out to investors, creating relationships for possible future funding once we switch to the revenue model. If you have any interest in Lightly, feel free to reach out at any time. Right now, Lightly consists of myself and my technical advisor, Shane Stebner. Thank you.
At this point, for sure, you have suffered the consequences of what is happening in the hospitality industry, and you have gone across news like this. Data from the Labor Department shows that more than 81% of restaurants says they are short at least one position, and servers are in the highest demand. And this problem is much worse for the small and medium restaurants. My name is Maria, and I am the CEO and co-founder of RiseUp. And together with my founders, we have created other 3 successful businesses in different industries and geographies. Now from RiseUp, we are giving a solution to those restaurants through a basic system connected to a virtual waiter and help them to serve faster, better, and cheaper. With RiseUp, they can serve with minimum staff and reduce serving time by 15 minutes, increase tips by 40%, and sales by 10% using cross-selling through the app. And for users, a simple way to scan, order, and pay through an application that also serves as a guide to find local restaurants. The hospitality industry in the US is huge, more than $800 billion, and only a small portion play in a connected environment. And most of small and medium restaurants are left behind, which create an opportunity to capitalize the use of technology and maximize their profit. At this point, the business has been financed by the 3 co-founders. We were semi-finalists at the Visa Everywhere initiative, and we have 4 products in the markets right now, and more than 150 restaurants in the platform. Our freemium product, our way to go to the market, is a QR code with an interactive menu, an e-commerce front store, an app for consumers to check nearby restaurant, book, order, and pay at the table, or also features for pickup and delivery. For waiters, in case customers don't want to use the app, to help them to send orders faster to the kitchen or bar, prepare the bill, take payments, and finally, for the restaurant, a dashboard with an admin app, and they can upload the menu, change pictures, prices, take order, and manage the operation. And we are not stopping there. We are developing features to improve the dining experience in food courts and developing different tools focused on building a digital community for the restaurant industry, a basic POS system integrated with innovative payment options, and marketing module for providers to geo-targeting customers through restaurants. And unlike other big names in the industry that are focused on food delivery and what happens outside the restaurant, we are focused on what happened inside the restaurant, related with services and payments for small and medium restaurants, and to give them tools that really help them to digitalize their business and be competitive. We have an amazing team in place. Me and my 2 co-founders have been working together for more than 17 years. We started working in Cemex in 2005, and since then, we have launched successful business together. In the way, we have added other excellent professionals to the team with experience in tech, hospitality industry, and together we are a combination between skills and experience. Would you like to help us to transform and digitalize the industry one dish at a time? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Marnie Goodroad, and I've been in the insurance industry for the past 28 years, specifically dealing with property damage claims. We all know Hurricane Ian hit Florida and South Carolina, devastating millions of lives and causing billions in property damage. This horrible event only reinforced why I had to create Rebuilding, which is to fix the biggest problem that exists in property claims so people can rebuild quicker and safer than ever before. The problem with property claims is that it's fragmented and archaic. As a result, it's slow, full of fraud, has a lot of litigation, and it's not profitable for carriers. The solution? Provide a platform that safeguards, tracks, and documents everything between the homeowner and the contractor throughout the claim repair process. Rebuilding does just that. We are a multi-market solution for homeowners, contractors, and insurance companies that creates trust, transparency, and timing, thereby eliminating the gap where the problems happen and the costs rise. Rebuilding provides homeowners and contractors the ability to document everything in one location, from the very first conversation all the way through to the job completion. The claims market is hot. Climate change is pushing the urgency to fix it. Carriers are actively seeking solutions to reduce their adjusting costs. And there's a new trend giving carriers more control over who makes repairs. On average, there are 7.7 million claims a year. 1 in every 15 homes will suffer a loss. In 2021, 1 in 10 homes were damaged by a catastrophe. The overall market is huge, but we only need to look at the obtainable market, which is easily $5 billion. Our revenue model is to charge contractors a service fee between $189 and $500 per contract. And by focusing in on this niche market, we will be able to capture 8% within the next few years, which will provide a revenue around $374 million. Our go-to-market strategy? Partner directly with insurance companies to onboard their contractors and assist their homeowners. We're currently being considered for a pilot program with a carrier at this time. Pre-COVID, we ran a successful beta. Contractors easily registered, and homeowners readily signed up and posted jobs. We also learned there was no loyalty to our competitors. Contractors are looking for an online alternative to what's out there. Rebuilding is up and running. We're ready to onboard. We have an experienced tech advisor working with us, but I do need to thank Kavi Fashad and Navdina for helping me build Rebuilding. It is time to bring property claim repairs into the 21st century. Together, we can make billions, helping millions. Thank you.
In 2001, I heard 5 words that changed the course of my life. Those 5 words were, did you get her leg? In less than 2 years, I went from losing my leg on the train tracks to a hospital bed to standing atop podiums. Not just any podiums, a podium representing the United States at 4 Paralympic Games, gold medals, and world records. My athletic success afforded me opportunities to speak to audiences around the world while representing Fortune 500 companies like Nike, BMW, AT&T, and Deloitte. After just a few motivational speeches, I began to notice a trend, a problem, if you will, for parents and guardians alike. I was constantly being asked by parents to talk to their teens about something, topics from school, athletics, nutrition, and even their personal life choices. Through market research, we learned that 82% of parents admit having challenges communicating with their teens, while 90% of teens are influenced daily through social media. So my 2 co-founders and I, Dr. Brett Gamard, who is a former chief medical officer of the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committees, turned EdTech guru and digital publisher, along with Dale Allen, who is a former marketing Nike exec of 20 years. We set out on a purpose-driven mission to build Hero Hangout as a resource intended to promote positive youth outcomes. Hero Hangout is a fan engagement, knowledge, and experience sharing app that connects teens to their real-life superheroes. By superheroes, we mean athletes, actors, celebrities, musicians, all influencers that teens already follow on social media. Some key features of the app include live group chats with superheroes, mental health and exercises, inspirational NFTs, workout videos, and a marketplace to buy cool Hero Hangout gear. Parents already spend $232 billion annually on education and recreation. The Gen Z population alone in the US is over 29 million. So an app built just for teens, allowing them to connect with their favorite influencers while instilling valuable life lessons makes sense. Earlier this year, we released a beta app in the Apple and Google Play Store. We surveyed over 1,200 educators, parents, and teens. We then included 525 in our beta test group. And we also completed background and social checks on over 250 influencers from the NBA, WNBA, Major League Baseball, NFL, and United States Olympic and Paralympic teams. Can you imagine the positive impact of a team being able to have live group chats with their favorite athletes and entertainers, being able to ask questions about their struggles, mindset, and experiences, a place where they can hang out, learn, and have a mentor that actually is a celebrity? Our team of advisors and mentors have far-reaching tentacles in some of the most recognizable brands in the world. With a TAM of $232 billion spent on education and recreation, a US market of 29 million teens, traction of 525 in our beta test pool, and our team, who wouldn't want to come hang out with us? I am April Holmes, and this serves as your official VIP invitation to come hang out with Cool. Welcome to Hero Hangouts.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm the co-founder of Binibi. And at Binibi, we're building the leading brand in bilingual education for children 0 to 5. By 2050, the US will have the largest Spanish-speaking population in the entire world. A population that is literally set to double between now and then. 1 in every 3 people will speak another language, and more these people will have learned their second language at home. But raising a bilingual child is really hard. And despite these staggering statistics, there's a massive gap in availability for products for parents that want to teach their children a second language from the earliest days. And I know because I've been there. When my daughter was born, I knew I wanted her to be bilingual. I had grown up speaking Spanish at home and English at school, and it completely changed my life. But when it came down to it, I had no idea what to do or where to look. And so like many parents, I turned to books, and I was astonished to find that the children's book industry alone is worth $2 billion a year. And only 1% of it caters to non-English speakers. Binibi makes it easy for parents to introduce a second language at home from day one. Our first product is a line of bilingual sound books packed with sounds and songs on every page. Our audio is not only stimulating and engaging, but it provides your baby with the language input that they need right at the point where their brain is most absorbent for language exposure. And why books? Because we know from studying how language develops that they are key in giving your baby the vocabulary that they need to absorb and develop their language. We know that they'll learn the first 0 to 100 words by the time that they're 2. And we know that the earlier you start introducing a second language, the more successful that you'll be. To date, we've sold over 4,000 books. We're on track to generate $100,000 in revenue by the end of the year. And we're working with incredible brands like Gerber Children's Wear. Our vision is to use books as an entry point into a much broader portfolio of products. First, providing your child with an interactive product that they can learn from. Then supporting the caregiver, the educator, and the parent with resources. And third, graduating you into a subscription-based digital experience that extends beyond the books. We estimate that there's about $1 billion gap in the early stage language learning market, and we can win by providing the only unified online and offline experience that grows with your child. And why us? Well, we are the perfect team to build this because not only do we understand the problem firsthand, we're uniquely positioned to take advantage of our backgrounds. I myself have over 10 years of experience working across SaaS in product management and strategy and operations. Most recently, I was a lead on international expansion at Squarespace, a publicly traded SaaS company. Luciana is an expert in complex supply chain logistics and manufacturing for luxury, paper, and packaging. If you're interested in learning more about this opportunity, please reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to chat. Thank you.
My name is Kelly Lyles, and I'm the CEO and founder of Chef Tonight. Chef Tonight is an on-demand booking platform that connects customers to private chefs. Question: have you ever wanted to hire a private chef for a dinner party or special occasion, while you were in town or traveling and had no idea how to find the right chef? I know I have, and this is why I created Chef Tonight. Because booking private chefs is no longer reserved for the rich and famous, Chef Tonight has created an all-inclusive marketplace that makes the process of finding and hiring qualified chefs that fit your culinary needs and budget simple and easy. Chef Tonight also expands market visibility for the chefs on our platform while increasing their earning potential. Chefs are their own boss, they name their own price, and they work with whom they choose. Our platform allows hosts to search our chefs by location, cuisine, date, and number of guests. Think the Airbnb platform plus HelloFresh, meal ingredients delivered equals Chef Tonight, but for chefs. Is anyone hungry? Because the United States on-demand food delivery to customer platform use is at an all-time high and slated to reach $32 billion this year with over 111 million users. Global projections are $208 billion. Chef Tonight has a no membership fee for our chefs and hosts, and it's free to sign up. We do, however, retain 18% of the chef's total booking, and we charge a 5% processing fee to the host. We also make $5 for every chef background verification. Year 2, we will roll out an annual subscription fee of $49 for each chef on the platform. Unlike our competitors, Chef Tonight is really on demand. The chef platform allows host and chef to be in control of the booking from start to finish. We are a team of 3. Again, I am Kelly Lyles. I'm a first-time founder and a serial entrepreneur. I am a real estate broker in Florida and New York. I own 2 U.S. patents and a property management company. I am a first-time founder, but I believe in Chef Tonight, and I will not stop until I make Chef Tonight an accessible luxury. Achilles Yemen is our CTO and lead technology officer, and he's a senior software engineer. Santana Lopez is our marketing director. She specializes in customer acquisition and retention, and she scaled established and VC-backed companies to triple-digit year-over-year revenue growth. We also have a team of advisors who are all leaders in their industry, from diversity to food, legal, financial, and tech industries. For more information about Chef Tonight, you can find me at Kelly@Chef Tonight. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Kelly Quijano. I'm a graduate of Parsons School of Design, a 2-time founder who codes, and a co-founder of ZipGreets. But most importantly, I'm a really busy mom. And in today's fast-paced world, it's taking us busy moms far too long to send out visual communication. This is what my WhatsApp looks like, and I'm about to walk you through all of the hoops us moms have to jump through to communicate like this. In my customer discovery, I found it takes about 30 minutes to an hour for us moms to create cards and invites online. And on top of everything else we have to do, that is just too long. We are also using multiple services to get the look we want. One mom I talked to goes to Etsy for artwork, then Canva for a template, and then Evite to send it. That's not easy. My fellow moms are also taking screenshots of paperless postcards so they can send them as images via text. This is what the typical process looks like today to create a card or invite online. It is complicated and time-consuming, and this is why we created ZipGreets. Our software allows you to create and send beautiful cards and invites in seconds and send them out via text. Now I'd like to show you how easy it is. Pull out your phone and go to zipgreets.com. I'll wait. Okay, now enter a name, select and send the card you want. It's that simple, and you can do just the same for invitations. With our competitors, you can only choose one option, spend loads of time customizing it, and then fork over your friend's data. That's neither easy nor fun. In the future, people all over the world will use ZipGreets for all sorts of visual communication. notes, quotes, menus, and everything else we use to visually communicate today. The market is huge. There are 10 billion emojis and 7 billion gifts sent per day. The virtual goods market is projected to be $190 billion by 2025. We moms aren't the only ones who like to communicate visually, and we have plans to expand beyond the mom market to capture more of this giant opportunity. Our model is a freemium model, and members can subscribe for unlimited downloads, and we see many other revenue streams in our future. We are iterating daily and our numbers are changing. So if you are interested in our traction, please get in touch. The numbers look great. I built ZipGreets with my CTO co-founder, Yaroslav, who is from the Ukraine. We've shipped software together for over 5 years through natural disasters, births of our children, COVID, and war. We are a team that can literally survive all of the things. And we've worked with our design team for years and are dying to bring them on full time. At ZipGreets, we are excited to change the way people visually communicate all over the world. I'm Kelly, the founder and CEO of ZipGreets. My RSVP info is on this slide, and I'm looking forward to receiving a text from you to talk about ZipGreets.
Meet Wayne. Wayne has over 30 years of experience as a general contractor and has seen it all. In speaking to Wayne, he's expressed his frustrations with acquiring skilled labor. He described how painful it is to waste time hiring and offering incentives just to realize his workforce doesn't have the skill sets to complete the job. Now, meet Alejandra. Alejandra at Avito Construction Group expressed the same frustrations. Her company grew so tired of hiring the wrong candidates a month ago, they created a program to train new labor in hopes of acquiring a skilled workforce. Although Wayne and Alejandra have openly shared their frustrations, they're not the only ones who's experienced this. So has your neighbors' friends, and their friends. Are you seeing the trend here? Both Wayne, Alejandra, and general contractors alike are in desperate need of skilled and qualified labor. Hello, my name is Sunsere Patterson, founder of Emertual, and I have worked alongside city planners in developing real estate where properties are cheap. It is within my experience I realize property may be cheap and accessible, but labor is not. For us, we believe education is the solution. We provide general contractors with an immersive training solution that does the heavy lifting when training employees. Unlike our competitors, Emertual uses intelligent mixed reality, making learning accessible to everyone. Our platform provides immersive learning environments where labor can interact with objects at their designated training sites. We create interactive training scripts for variable scenarios that mimic real-life encounters and provide virtual instructor support. This way, labor receives information without the participation of a living person, allowing them to make mistakes and repeat the training courses as many times as needed. With our tool, general contractors will increase the quality of their hire, reduce cost per hire, quickly fill open positions, and increase retention, saving time and money. The current market size is well over $7 trillion and projected to grow to $14 trillion by 2030. In addition, there's a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill that allocates $800 million to training, leaving a huge opportunity for Emertual. Today, Emertual is building a prototype based upon our interactions with large contracting companies and their labor. We have validated our hypothesis in the U.S. markets, later learning the Australian market is also in need of skilled labor and seeking to fill this gap using technology. We plan to acquire our customers by running a successful pilot program with nonprofit organizations, attending conventions, and interacting with local municipalities. But before I go, I have to thank Jamie Atkins and Justin Pierce for believing in our vision. So if you're ready to turn unskilled labor into skilled labor, I would love to connect with you. Thank you.
a stroller, a car seat, and a high chair. Those were the 3 products that my sister needed to buy for my soon-to-be-born niece. She was the first baby in the family, and we had no clue what to buy. I agreed to be in charge of the product research. Having lived in the US for many years, I figured I'd Google for product recommendations and figure out what to buy. To my surprise, when Googling in Spanish, no useful information came up. I literally ended up doing my research in English. We bought the products in the US, and we flew them back home to Latin America. It was ridiculous. But the lack of useful information for shoppers in Latin America is just the tip of the iceberg. Product recommendations are a big untapped opportunity for Latin American publishers like mass media companies, magazines, cashback sites, influencers, and blogs. Today, product recommendations, which earn a commission on each sale generated, represent about 1/3 of the income of US media publishers. For publishers in Spanish-speaking Latin America, this number is about 0. Comi has the solution. We are an e-commerce monetization platform for Latin American publishers. We connect online sellers that want to increase sales with content publishers in Latin America that want to recommend products as part of their content. Thanks to Comi, for the first time, Latin American publishers have power over their monetization. They decide what brands to promote, when and how often to promote, and what to say. Our platform is a one-stop solution providing the technology and the data for Latin American publishers to start, grow, and scale their commerce content strategy. As part of Comi's MVP, we are already working with some big brands like Amazon, Adidas, Disney, and Marriott Hotels. We also work with 40 Chilean brands, and our retention rate is 95%. On the publisher side, we are working with La Tercera, the second biggest newspaper in Chile. Our goal is for 1 in every 10 transactions in Spanish-speaking Latin America, e-commerce transactions that is, to go through our platform. And we have a stellar team to achieve this. Andrea Esquivel used to work in Europe for one of the main players in our industry, and she's one of the few people in Spanish-speaking LATAM with insider knowledge of our industry. Nicolas Gunter, our CTO, has managed teams of over 80 people in 7 different countries, and he helped grow Startup Algramo from 5 to 70 people. The timing for Comi could not be better. E-commerce is set to double in Latin America over the next 3 years, reaching over $700 billion by 2025. We estimate the potential revenue for Comi to be close to $13 billion. Our business model is to charge a commission on each transaction that goes through our platform. In the future, we will also charge sign-up fees, maintenance fees, and offer a SaaS alternative to our clients. If you want to know how Comi can make you money, I would love to chat.
Hi, my name is Dr. Brooke Bello. As a survivor of the torture of child trafficking, my own mental health crises led me to work involved in mental health care for over a decade. Depression that leads to suicide is up by 30%. Millions suffer from anxiety, PTSD, and severe depression. Young people are at particular risk. Most don't receive care due to stigma, poor access to therapy, cost barriers, and fear. With declining therapist numbers needing more access tools for clients to track trauma, costing the GDP trillions in productivity losses in our workplaces. So I first founded an award-winning nonprofit that has rescued 7,000 plus victims with families in mental health crises and promised to do more while assisting millions of others by partnering with the White House and the federal government. 80% of homeless persons experience violence, often leading to mental illness. Many with serious mental illness are incarcerated rather than in healthcare facilities. The upside, we can change that. Data shows that the right apps, games, and technology eases pain. So we built a digital therapeutic case management system for counselors with a stacked mobile app just for those in care, which was a missing link. Organizations need a system that connects to the progress and engagement with their client with the data around outcomes already built in. This is how I achieved a US issued patent, 125K debt-free via grants, to build and beta test to several organizations, 600 in crises, and over 60 employees. Eval's scalable software is aiming to build processes that end stigma, end access constraints, and lead innovative therapeutic gaming to enhance mental health for anyone. We strive to improve protection from disease by offering ways to better plus prevent diagnoses and pain. So I convinced a dream team, my co-founder, Chance Glasgow, co-creator of Call of Duty, our co-founder, Sean Pennick, a VR game expert and the founder of the highly anticipated Avalon, giving us an unfair advantage to build eval for prescription gaming, and an amazing VR healthcare system, and Derek Yak from the World Health Organization. It also connects to Avalon's metaverse exclusive license, giving our experienced team a leg up for our B2B subscription-based SaaS model. The time is now. New VR for mental health data reveals 33% of people using avatars in VR are willing to open up. This is crucial for healing. And with our VR environments working as well as known models like pharmaceutical psychedelics are being poised to treat major threats like early dementia. Our data aggregation and new clinical tools achieved through AI and facial recording are life-changing in today and tomorrow's world. Please reach out. John Laster is our attorney. Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm Adriana Rees, the founder and CEO of Pi Leaders. In my 15 years in managing roles at Fortune 100, I realized that people are hired for technical skills, but they're fired for behavior, which is much harder to tackle later in life. So what if those skills were learned early in formative years to equip children to become responsible teens and teens to become thriving adults? There is a youth life skill gap that needs to be solved. According to Mayo Clinic, 44% of students are struggling in life. It's a 40% increase over the past 10 years. It's overwhelming parents and educators and is creating a huge skill gap in the workforce. The problem is so big that U.S. public schools invest between 21 and 47 billion per year in social emotional learning for teachers' prep time and products. And this is the budget our solution fits into. Pi Leaders, it's a practice-driven, vital skill education software as a service. It's built for a school to unleash youth's full potential. It enables schools to employ a holistic approach to education to help students improve their well-being, academic performance, and master 21st century skills. To date, we have launched our MVP, and we have 2 customers lined up to participate in our pilot. Our courses require zero prep time for busy teachers, as it's fully interactive and guided, where teachers can teach those skills while they learn those skills themselves. Learners retain about 10% of what they hear, but they retain 90% of what they do. Michael Phelps did not become the most decorated American athlete in history by watching videos or lectures alone, but by getting to the water and training every single day. Our secret sauce is applying skill mastery methods from sport to life skill mastery. Students practice their new skills in class, at home, and through a partnership with non-profit organizations, students master those skills in the real world through volunteering projects. Everyone wins: schools, students, parents, and communities. We have participating in our first pitch competition. We have won first place for the business concept category. There are over 77 million students in the US, but our early target is private high schools, which is about 1.5 million students. The market is growing at a compound annual growth rate of 24.7%. Pi Leaders draws from over a combined 28 years of experience in leadership. Our advisor is the president of Cash Wallet, a successful Miami startup, and I'm currently looking for a full-time co-founder. We are a B2B with subscription-based per student, and we are currently bootstrapping, and we also apply for grants. There are many solutions out there. Some are based on course only, others are integrated through a math class or a culture, but theory alone have not been sufficient. And we have nailed that with Pi Leaders, with an inspiring mission to equip every youth to thrive in life while elevating communities. In order to gain traction towards our 3,000 private school target, my ask is for help with introduction to school principals, education investors, and advisors. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Christine Cafiso-Pulver, co-founder and CEO of The Herd. We're the go-to app for curated recommendations for beauty, health, and wellness services from creators and friends you trust. At The Herd, we help women find their self-care recs quickly. Whether they have a health change, are improving or maintaining their beauty or wellness, or starting from scratch in a new city, The Herd has them covered. Right now, finding recommendations is a huge mess. When looking for a new provider, women trust friends and influencers. While TikTok and Instagram are great for discovery, the process is disorganized and time-consuming. Women are wasting energy scrolling through their feeds to find an old post, taking screenshots of stories real-time, or digging through local Facebook groups. And we're the team to make it happen. I've been working in the technology industry for over a decade. Recently, I brought on my co-founders Elizabeth and Dale, who are very well known in the wellness and fitness industry with a community over 200,000 women. Each month, they get hundreds of followers asking them where to go for self-care or studio classes. Our advisors have both exited in related spaces, including Alexandra Wilkes-Wilson, known for Guilt and Glam Squad, and Laura Cox, co-founder of Oars and Alps, a men's self-care line. When it comes to their health or appearance, women want a personal recommendation, which is why they are using social as a substitute. They don't want to be searching through existing review platforms that may not be relevant to self-care, predominantly negative, or offer no personalization. And that's where we come in. We've built a platform to leverage the creator economy and help our target market find trustworthy recommendations. There's an increasing trend in female spending on non-essential self-care. With more than 41 million female millennials, our target market is conservatively over $100 billion. This is only expected to increase as more women prioritize wellness. The Herd makes this process simple. On our homepage, users can quickly discover beauty, wellness, and health providers at their fingertips. We curate trusted creators and experts on The Herd who share their favorite service providers. Our user profiles help connect women with similarities like hair color and skin type, which can be relevant when picking a provider like a hairstylist or dermatologist. Users can then easily save businesses and recommendations and refer back to them later, keeping everything organized. In the future, we plan to launch a self-care focused marketplace, the ability to chat with an expert like a facialist or fertility coach, and ultimately integrate a booking platform. After launching our beta in Miami and Austin, we have seen steady traction in user growth, averaging about 20% month over month. To date, our key focus has been to onboard creators to ensure we have a comprehensive recommendations database. We have achieved over 2,000 downloads while maintaining a low customer acquisition cost. Our monetization strategy will include in-app purchases, a marketplace for creators or brands to sell products, business subscriptions, where local businesses will pay a monthly fee to have additional functionality on their business page, and strategic partnerships, beauty and wellness product advertisements, and sponsorships. Check out the Herd app today, and please reach out if you'd like to join us on this exciting journey. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi everyone, my name is Trini Ben-Susan and I'm the founder and CEO of T-Read. At T-Read, we use AI and speech recognition to radically accelerate English literacy and pronunciation outcomes. Even though I've been in product management, delivering business results for companies like American Express, L'Oreal, AB InBev for the last almost decade, I started my career as a teacher assistant, where I saw firsthand the problems that teachers face when trying to teach how to read in English. Because English is one of the hardest languages to learn how to read. Why? Because of cheese. Cheese has 3 E's, but they all have different sounds. So how do we expect small children to code all these rules and exceptions in an easy manner? To make matters worse, we have hundreds of thousands of institutions across the world trying to teach how to speak and read in English to billions of kids, but without having access to native English-speaking teachers, that process is even harder. And that's why we created T-Read, the first automated English reading coach that accelerates English proficiency. At T-Read, we do 3 core things. First, we assess and diagnose a student's reading automatically. Second, we provide that student with a personalized library of books at their specific reading level. And finally, because we're able to identify the English sounds that that student is struggling with, we design a personalized routine of multisensory exercises to help them grow. And our results have been fantastic. Our students have doubled the expected reading growth. And ever since we launched our platform last October, we have expanded to 24 states. But our big aha moment happened around a month and a half ago when we started talking to international schools. And in less than 2 months, we were able to double the number of students in our platform and secure partnerships in India, Colombia, Brazil, parts of Central America, and counting. Ultimately, we're working towards our vision of helping the 1.9 billion students around the world to speak and read in English proficiently. And we're executing on this $21 billion opportunity by employing a B2B model going directly to schools or through our local and international distributors and partners. And we know this is ambitious, but we have the team to make it happen. We have a team of tech, product, and education experts that is already working on it. We have delivered results after results, and we invite you to be part of our expansion. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lourdes Savigno. I'm co-founder of YTeach, a peer-to-peer tutoring and scheduling app, or like one school administrator calls us, we're Uber for tutors. I'm an attorney and an entrepreneur, and I'm joined by my co-founder and son, Matias Savigno, as well as our advisor, Mike Lopez, who's VP of Security and Fraud at Appgate. Now, Matias actually came up with the idea of YTeach when he was in the 5th grade. He knew that just like him, students always have questions, and sometimes they just don't know who to ask. And he didn't stop there. He'd see administrators and teachers trying to provide students with academic support, but coordinating peer schedules is extremely time-consuming, a logistical nightmare, and just isn't meeting the students' needs. The answer is YTeach, where students can schedule peer-to-peer tutoring and find someone in their school who could help with the click of a button. In return for their time, tutors complete their community service hours requirements needed for graduation. It's a win-win. It's as simple as a student can get out of class not understanding the material, they log onto the app, they could search the course specifically they need help on and find a pre-approved tutor who could help them and schedule a session that day or whenever is convenient for both of them. That's it. Now, we all know that the ed tech industry isn't always the simplest path, but it's estimated to hit $400 billion by 2025. And now's the perfect time for YTeach, where 40% of school districts and charter schools plan on using their ESSER funding on tutoring initiatives alone. Our B2B model is simple. There's a $1,500 one-time setup fee and $2.33 to $5 per student for the year, depending on the number of students in that school. The difference between YTeach and the rest is twofold. On the one hand, you have the ease and simplicity of the app where students can find help with the click of a button. On the other end, you have an admin dashboard where administrators and teachers could get the support and analytics they need to succeed. They could see what are the most requested subjects that students are requesting, where do teachers need possibly additional resources, and how are community service hours being provided within their school. Our traction has been phenomenal. We've had a 60% renewal based on referral acquisition, making academic support accessible to almost 10,000 users, and a 100% reimplementation from schools beta testing the last academic school year. Our journey started with a single beta school testing here in Miami to spreading to almost 38 schools across the country. And we don't plan to stop there. Our mission at YTeach is to impact as many students as possible. And we want to connect with the smartest people out there who have viral sales at schools or who have the connections with decision makers at schools who could help us fulfill that mission. So please help us connect. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name name is Jenna, and I'm the founder of Forethought Studios. Forethought Studios is a company that seeks to really empower small business owners to harness that community around them and drive traffic to their brick and mortar locations while reducing lead generation costs. As a graduate student in Detroit, where the company was originally based, I would frequent one of the city's oldest pizzeria breweries. It was fantastic. And a newer, more hipster-esque one opened across the street, and there were lines wrapped around the corner. And it was really sad in a way to see what was once like a pillar of the community completely empty at lunchtime with lines wrapped around the corner right across the street. But one day I walked by and I saw it, the literal sign I was looking for. The bartender at the community establishment walked outside during peak lunch hours, took a piece of old plywood and spray painted on that board $1 beers with pizza purchase for the next hour. And you can imagine what happened next to the traffic in the line across the street. For me, it was my literal light bulb moment. I remember thinking to myself, there had to be a better way to do this. We at Forethought Studios are a team of community members and small business owners ourselves, so we've all experienced similar pain at one point or another. And to quantify it, the market problem that we observed is threefold. The first is that there are over 31 million small businesses in the United States, and over 1 in 4 of these businesses don't have an adequate web presence, and their patrons look to online sources for information, reservations, etc. The second is that many small business owners operate on hunches or broad industry data, and gathering more like granular, localized consumer data isn't something that they have the expertise to do in-house or something that they've built into their small business budget. It can be quite expensive. And the third is that lead generation is astronomical across the board, but it is often what kills small businesses specifically. Cost per lead can vary between $75 to well over $150. And remember, that's cost per lead, not per acquisition or eventual conversion. So we set out to solve this problem through our web app business dashboard. We provide the business with a suite of tools that do things like plan events, experiences, promotions around local demand, help put the business in front of as many local relevant eyes as possible online immediately. And we are working on a solution for the business to reduce cost per lead to a fraction of what they're paying now and convert more of those leads to eventual acquisitions through blockchain technology. Today, we do have a functional web app business dashboard along with a user app for both iOS and Android. In Michigan, we have roughly 3,000 businesses signed up across Detroit, Ann Arbor, and Grand Rapids. We started business signups in Dallas, and we've recently opened up shop here in Miami in order to recreate that 3-city test base here in South Florida, where we have also started signing up businesses. In the Michigan test base, roughly 60% of those businesses signed up are monthly active users, and the value of contracts in that pipeline is just over $500,000. Our revenue model is a monthly subscription model for the business. I would love the opportunity to actually demo the product for you. If you scan this QR code, please do reach out. I would love to share more about Forethought Studios, myself, our mission, and my vision for the company. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
According to Statista, by 2023, digitally transformed organizations are forecast to contribute to more than half of the global GDP. Leading reason for using AI in companies is to assist workers. Hi, my name is Elise Schuster-Froman, founder and CEO of Mothership. I'm a serial entrepreneur who has previously worked for major corporations and has multiple successful ventures and a recent exit under my belt. My team are HR veterans from Harvard, MIT, Kelly, and the World Employment Confederation. As you may know, the blended hybrid workforce is the new workforce. COVID accelerated this movement, and there's no slowing down. Automating quality blended hybrid workforce hiring and collaboration is hard, and corporations are struggling to keep up. This is a $2.8 trillion market. We provide technology that matches enterprise clients with highly vetted, compliant talent seamlessly and on demand. Talent and clients then collaborate on our tech to execute projects, process payments, mobilize, and skill. Our pending patents include an end-to-end talent hiring, management, communication, and collaboration ecosystem. Mothership is the central nucleus, and everything simply flows through it. Our collaboration journey allows talent to be nurtured and known way beyond their resume, and tech can be accessed privately as SaaS and/or utilized externally to hire, manage, and collaborate with talent and teams. Internal and external marketplace tech are major initiatives for most organizations. Mothership is already filling that gap on a global scale. Global worker TAM accounts for 3.3 billion full-time workers and 1.5 billion freelancers. Out of almost 5 billion workers globally, 40% or more are hybrid. Corporation remote work concerns range from cyber, human error, to loss of corporate assets and business continuity. Our quality hiring and collaboration tech de-risks hires and solves for all. We started out providing high-value SMEs with elite talent and next-gen collaboration, payment, and reporting tools, and have been 10 times in revenue year after year for 3 years. 2021 and 22 are proving us to be a mostly enterprise solution, with revenues hitting a 7-figure all-time high. Being backed by valuable and protected IP is just one of many unfair advantages that we plan to exercise with the right partners on board, along with driving major ESG initiatives. The world has gone freelance, remote, blended, and hybrid. Now is the time to invest in me, my team, and most importantly, in digital transformation and the future of work. Come on board with us. Thank you.
Hi everyone out there. I have presided and founded Latinx collectives for over 5 years, engaging local communities in exhibitions, networking events, fostering the representation of Latin American talent in the local creative industries. Throughout these experiences, I witnessed repeating patterns around the lack of representation of Latin American artists and creatives in the industry. Even though Latinx comprises 20% of the US population, only 2.8% of the art in major US institutions are Latinx. We've surveyed 100 Latinx artists describing problems such as lack of representation and access to a network of contact, lack of visibility and representation and exposure. They're craving for a sense of belonging and community. These facts are part of the daily life of 285,000 Latinx artists living in the US today. And this problem will only grow as the population of Latinx doubles by 2050 to 128 million. So Latinx are voicing their needs, and we are here to listen. We are New North. Our motto is community first, la comunidad primero. We are a digital ecosystem that empowers Latinx talent, collaborating with industry stakeholders, paving new channels for creators to leverage their careers, using NFTs and blockchain technology to decentralize and expand their access to opportunities. How does it work? We have a membership-based subscription model where allies mint an in-house NFT. Their purchase sponsors a Latinx creator's first career push and welcomes them to our platform. A percentage of the NFT sales will go to our community treasury, a DAO, offering grants, exhibiting opportunities, and sponsorships to emerging artists. We have set up a roadmap and ideated an MVP, and we are planning to onboard 10% of the US total Latinx artists by 2025. I'm Anabela Bergero, CEO and co-founder of New North. I'm an internationally multi-awarded Latin American artist, 2 times founder and entrepreneur. I'm building this with my partner, award-winning animator, video game developer, and NFT artist, Victoria Lopez. I have a team and an advisory board, highly skilled in the area of expertise needed to foster the growth of this project. Having been the only 2 Latinas in the room, we want to change the rules of the game and even up the playing field for Latinx creatives. We want you to join us in this journey to bring visibility to Latinx culture. Thank you for your time. We are New North. When we create culture, we change culture. Thank you.
Fantastic job, everyone. What an inspiration. Thank you so much for sharing your pitches with us. It was phenomenal to watch them with you, alongside you. Well done, and congratulations again.